Just 4 days after that, Philadelphia fire I just referenced, another fire took place, costing 17 lives in the Bronx, because the building made up of affordable housing units had no fire safe. None. It was not fire safe, period.
Mr. President, what was your reaction?
In the wake of that historic fire there, excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. Firefighters have performed breathtaking acts of heroism. While their own homes, we now know that American citizens are among those being held by Hamas. I've directed my team to share intelligence and deploy additional experts from across the United States government to consult with and advise Israeli counterparts on hostage recovery efforts.
There have been some clashes across the country and demonstrations amongst protesters in the aftermath of amid what's happening in Israel. How concerned is the administration that these clashes could turn violent, and do you have a message for demonstrators more broadly?
So look, I mean, Jake also spoke to our focus and our the importance of making sure that the Jewish community here is protected, making sure that there aren't acts of violence. We're always going to denounce any act of violence against any community, and certainly going to continue to show our support and going to be vigilant on that. Don't have anything else to go beyond that, but we are certainly monitoring, keeping an eye on all of this, and we're going to continue to support the community here.
We understand the President's interview with Special Counsel Robert Hur was scheduled long before the conflict began. At least that's what we're being told by people here at the White House and elsewhere. Did the President and his legal team ever ask for the interview to be rescheduled, given what transpired in Israel over the weekend?
So we know how focused he's been. And the President is obviously was intensely engaged. He spoke to many of our allies, whether he's been very much focused. The President is able to do multiple things at once, right? As President, he has to do multiple things at once. And that's what you saw him do this weekend.
And did the President's need to be interviewed by the Special Counsel yesterday impede or keep him from giving the remarks he gave yesterday? Because the press office certainly knows there was a lot of inquiry and concern and criticism that perhaps he was not as publicly engaged yesterday as he possibly could have been. It was a federal holiday. There was some respect or decision made to not hold public events on the federal holiday, but clearly he was doing a big thing by meeting with the Special Counsel. So was there any reason to believe that that impeded his ability to respond publicly to what was going on the other days?
Well, as you just said, Ed, presidents have to do multiple things at once. He spoke on Saturday. And again, the President has to handle many things at once. And we saw him do that over the past couple of days, certainly since Saturday.